Hi there, greetings everybody. Want to welcome you all here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. This is a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're here to do the ranking of the songs. This is a show I do every Thursday night. Take an album that I like a lot, and I've been trying to just do one album per band, and I've done like 40 of these now, and so far I haven't repeated. Maybe technically with Neil Young and Crazy Horse I did, but I'm going to say that I didn't, and I'm going to stick to that. So tonight we're doing the Rolling Stones. This was my first Rolling Stones album, and I guess for probably many years, my only one studio album. I did have Love It Live. I think I had something else, but I can't remember. Probably in maybe the 82 or so, I got Some Girls, and then pretty much after that it was just songs here and there, and I had a greatest hits for a while, but now I have quite a few. But this one is still the first one for me, so it has I got a little bit of a soft spot for it, I guess you might want to say. So anyways, we're going to rank the 10 tracks on this album according to how I like them. I'll give you them first in my reverse order, from least to most, or worst to first, or whatever you want to call it. Just remember that this is just my interpretation of the songs. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is the definitive Rolling Stones ranking of this album. It isn't. It's just my own personal opinion, and you, of course, can have your own personal opinion as well. So I'm going to need my glasses for this, so we're going to go to it now. So there are 10 tracks, like I said, and I'm going to give you them now. So my 10th spot is Before They Make Me Run. This is the only song on the album that never really did much for me. I think this is also the one, if I'm correct, I can't really see it because it's really tiny writing, is the one that Keith Richards sang. I think this is the only one on here that he sang. The rest, of course, are all by Mick. I just wanted to see for sure if I'm right. Doesn't really say, of course. Before You Make Me Run. Keith Richards, electric guitar. Keith Richards, Ron Wood, electric slide guitars. Ron Wood, pedal steel guitars. Keith Richards, backup vocals. Mick Jagger, Ron Wood, Keith. Oh. And it doesn't say. But I'm pretty sure this is the song that Keith Richards sing. You can tell the vocals are different sounding. But anyways, it's the only song on here I never really cared much for. I don't hate the song. It's just my least favorite by quite a bit. So we move up to the next track, which is Lies. This one to me sounds like a stereotypical Rolling Stones song. It's got that kind of poppy feel to it, but lots of kind of electric guitar stuff going on. Nothing really outstanding on this song, but it's still a solid song. Next up is Faraway Eyes. This is their kind of version of a country western song. It's kind of a tongue-in-cheek song. They're kind of actually feels like they're kind of making fun of country western, but I don't think so. I think they just wanted to write one in a style that sounded like that. So Faraway Eyes, number 8. Number 7, When the Whip Comes Down. This is a good, solid song. I like the kind of riff on this song. I like the vocal part, really good. I think Mick's voice sounds good on it. Yeah, just a real classic sounding Rolling Stones song. The next one up is, of course, maybe the biggest one on the album, or the most well-known song, which is Miss You. Some people would say this is kind of a bit of a disco song. I guess it's got a little bit of that there. I've never really thought of it that way, but I know it got a lot of attention for that when it first came out. So yeah, it's my number 6. It maybe was a little higher early on in their album's career with me, but it's kind of settled into this spot, probably because it's one of the more overplayed songs by the Stones, and so it doesn't really have as much longevity as some of the others have. Next up is Respectable. This is a heavier track. I like this track a lot. Kind of got that kind of a bite to it. But it also sounds pretty mainstream Rolling Stones. So Respectable in the number 5 spot. Next one is Imagination. This one is a little bit different than some of the others. It's got more of a, well, it's got a little bit of country flavor to it. I wouldn't call it a country song at all. But it has that kind of almost ballady like feel to it, even though I don't even think of it as that. But the lyrics are easy to follow, catchy, so that's one of the reasons why it's as high up as it is. Number 4. Number 3 is the title track, Some Girls. This song that probably wouldn't get a lot of play nowadays because of some of the racial overtones that people would go Belitsko on, but I think the song itself is great. Has a lots of kind of, you know, tongue-in-cheek type of stuff going on, but the music itself is quite good, so that's why it's my number 3. The last two are easily the last two. They're at the top for a reason. I think they're easily the best two on this album. The number 2 is Shattered. This one's got a bit of a bite to it. Catchy as hell. I like the lyrics are great. I think the song is kind of funny, but at the same time, it's got that little bit of bite to it that most of the rest of the tracks don't have. And the number 1, of course, leaves The Beast of Burden. I think this is easily the number 1 song on this album. I love Mick's voice on this. I love the lyrics on this. I think the song is catchy. Yeah, it's just a really solid Rolling Stones song from the 1978 Some Girls album. So that's my list for today. I'll give them to you one more time, top down. So we've got Beast of Burden number 1, Shattered number 2, Some Girls number 3, Imagination number 4, Respectable at number 5, Miss You at number 6, When the Whip Comes Down at number 7, Faraway Eyes at number 8, Lies at number 10, and the final track on the album is Before They Make Me Run. Anyways, that's my take on the Rolling Stones' Some Girls album, released in 1978, and that's the ranking of the songs for me. I hope you like that. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to be notified, you can hit the notification bell. If you want to leave any comments about the album, about the Stones, or about anything I've said, you can do that in the comment section, or you can just leave your own ranking. That would be okay as well. Anyways, we'll see you all next Thursday night for another album ranking or another song ranking off an album. So take care, have yourself a good evening, and goodbye here from the Prog Monster.